Nintendo Switch, kind of an odd one. Story of this one is kid washed his hands, touched the switch, and it just died. It's a no power situation. Let's go over what I've done so far as far as testing. Alright, so I've tested for shorts. We have no shorts. We can go ahead and do a test. We'll use the OEM charger for this. So you'll want to watch the meter, which I need to connect. We're going to switch to voltage. DC volts. See if I can get you a little bit focused in here. Then we're going to do it, and we're going to test our test points using the OEM charger. Okay, nothing. Okay, we're getting 14. Slide over to the BQ area. 2.8 and 3.5 into the BQ. Don't think we're getting anything on the battery. But I suspect our problem is going to be the BQ just based on this behavior. And we're still getting nothing from these test points. Oops, that should be on the ground. Yeah, we're still getting nothing from these test points at all. So, what we'll do is we'll disassemble, we will inspect, and then I'm probably going to go straight out at the BQ and see if we can bring this thing back to life. Oh, before I progress too far down the road here, I did test with a known good battery. I have unplugged the Joy-Cons, I've unplugged the card reader, I've unplugged the fan, and it still behaves exactly the same way as it was. So, just letting you know what steps I've already taken in my pre-video test. Okay, let's do a quick visual inspection of the other side of the board. Port's pretty dirty, but it's not having issues as far as I can tell. I see nothing obvious. We'll go over this side of the board again, just to be sure. Again, we're seeing nothing obvious. Oh, wait a minute. We got some dirtiness here. That could cause a problem. What is that? Is that just dirt? It's like just dirt. Sort of. Maybe mud? Alright. We'll flux and boil this area just to be sure. Because if something got under that buck converter, a max IC, I think it's a buck converter, don't quote me on that, then that could be problematic. Alright, so we have a possible problem spot, so we'll go with that first. It could be like a gas gauge, I can't remember. I know it's power circuit related though. It's just not a overly common issue area. So let's go ahead and give that a good cleaning first, and then we'll flux and boil that chip. What we want is flux to get under there real good and reflow those joints. But first we got to clean and get all that mud and whatever is there out of there. Won't lie, it would be kind of nice if this is the problem. Alright, let's think about protecting that connector. But I want to do that from beneath. I wouldn't have to worry about the connector that way. I definitely want a smaller, more focused tip, I think. Not what I want to do. I hate it when I hit the button when I'm trying to change the tip. And the tip is being difficult, which is even more fun. Yay. Alright, let me throw temps up here. I need to get my fume extractor and all that on anyway. Get my soldering stations on. These will be the temperatures we use, depending on what type of work needs to be done. I may not use the irons at all. We'll see. I think we'll come at this from underneath. We just want to flux and boil that chip. I'm going to need to change my glove as well. Alright. I'll stop commentary here and do this bit of work, and we'll be back to talking to you in a minute. Alright, saw a dance there. So warming up the board from underneath did a nice little trick for us. I wasn't able to flow it from underneath with that little nozzle, but I was able to warm it up real good, come up from the top, hit it real fast, make it dance, and go from there. So we'll do a rapid cool in the fume extractor. And we'll give it a good clean. Get the flux out of there. At least enough to where I'm comfortable with testing. Alright. I'm going to switch our voltage back up to 5 volt. To switch our adapter back to the USB-C. And let's just see if we get any sort of normal behavior. Okay, that kind of seemed normal. Okay, that kind of seemed normal. We'll throw it back in the housing and enough to test, and then we'll go from there. Okay, we're back together enough to test. I'm going to test with my known good battery. And we'll use our PSU power squid. Let's see if we get any signs of life now. Aha! Full battery symbol. And full boot up. Awesome blossom. It turns out it was just some mud or something got under that max IC. Make sure we're charging on both sides. We appear to be doing so. So, very cool. I'll reassemble. I mean, all I really have, I don't have the whole thing here, so actually that's probably going to be it. Well, it won't be it. I'm going to go ahead and charge their battery and make sure it charges up and boots, and then I'll come back and report after that happens. All right. So, as you can see, we are back to life again on their battery. It is charged up enough it was completely empty. It took a little while to charge it up, so I know it's taking a charge. I think that's really going to be it for this repair. I don't have the rest of the system to do any more real testing with. So, and that's not really what this repair was for. They sent it to me because it just wasn't turned on. It's now turning on. So hopefully there's no other complications, but if there are, then I'll make a part 2 or whatever. Anyway, if you have any questions about the equipment I used in this video, check the description below. It's all linked down there. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit subscribe and maybe hit the notification bell. I usually post about 2 videos a week. That's really it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.